Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cara.fiano, and in today's video I'm going to be touring you around Candler. Candler is very close to Asheville. It's only about 15 minutes west of town, and I'm going to be showing you a bit of the main area. There's not really a true like walkable downtown. It's really just Smoky Park Highway, which has your grocery stores, restaurants, different shops, things like that. There's not really a walkable area, but I will show you a bit of that, and then I'll also tour you around some of the neighborhoods. I'm going to be actually going into a couple homes today, maybe give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what those are like to see what you can actually afford or possibly buy in Candler, and I'll show you a bit of the countryside and just really what Candler is all about. So let's head out and take a look. I'm inside the first home that I'm going to be touring today. This is 10 Lavender Lane in Candler. It's roughly 25-30 minutes to downtown Asheville, so not too bad. The reason why I wanted to tour this one is because it's on 1 acre of flat land, which is very, very difficult to find here. It's in a beautiful rural setting. You're looking out onto pastures for cows and mountain views. It's really nice. This home is listed for $534,000. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, right around 1,900 square feet and built in 1999. So let's take a really quick tour and then we'll get back to Candler. Right as you walk in the home, you have your living room. I'm not gonna do like a typical home tour in this video, but I did just kind of want to show you what you could get. In my personal opinion, this home does need a fair amount of updates, and there's some deferred maintenance, like just to give you guys kind of a preview of what I look at as a realtor. I noticed here like on the windowsills, like that needs some work. The screens need a bit of work as well. The layout is pretty nice, but honestly the best part about this property is the outside, which I'll show you in a little bit. But this is your main bedroom with your ensuite bathroom. Got an old jetted tub with a little shower there. And through here, you've got your guest bathroom off this hallway. Old shower tub. Here's your second bedroom. This one's quite small. I really think this one would probably be better as like an office, maybe a kid's room, but the view is really nice. You've got farmland out there, so I do love that in your little garden plot. Another bedroom. I love the big window in this one. Laundry area. Yet another bedroom. Another big window in here. And then back through here, you have your kitchen. So this is pretty nice, honestly. Some granite countertops, but I personally love when the kitchen and living room are open to each other because I love to cook and I cook a lot. This home basically just has the dining room open to the kitchen, and the kitchen is pretty closed off, which isn't my favorite. You have your garage out this way and then out back. So you do have a nice back deck out here. And it is pretty private. Like you don't really see your neighbors. The one out the front is probably the closest one. Back here they have what's honestly kind of like a broken down area for chickens, goats, you know, some animals if you want to have that, but really nice size deck back here. And I'll briefly show you the yard. So this property, like I said, is on 1 acre, so you actually get all of this, and then the property line runs roughly along these trees. The trees seem to be on the property line, and then it actually goes all the way over here. There's a gravel road just kind of beyond that little tree. So I figured it would probably be helpful to show you guys a home like this to give you an idea of what you can get for your money. This home has only been on the market for 11 days, but they did already have a price decrease. I noticed that they haven't had a whole lot of showings, and in my personal opinion, given kind of the location that it's a little bit in the further out, like deeper part of Candler, and it definitely has some deferred maintenance. Like I said, I think that it is a bit overpriced in my opinion, but an acre of flat land is very hard to find. So anyways, hope you found this helpful. Now I'm going to go and drive around a little bit more of Candler. Only about 5 minutes down the road from this property is the future site of Pisgah View State Park that's projected to open at some point this year, last I heard. I haven't actually been over there yet. I don't think there's really anything to look at, but I was just gonna kind of drive by the general area to get a feel for what it might be like. So going to head over there and then kind of meander through some more neighborhoods and make my way to the second house. Back in the car for a little bit. Ian is actually with me today too. I realized I haven't mentioned that. He just ran into a gas station and go to the bathroom real quick, but he didn't really feel like being filmed today, so that's why it's mainly just me. So I figured I'd take a couple minutes now to just talk to you guys a little bit more about the Candler area. I'm not going to be showing everything that Candler has to offer today. I'm mainly just focusing on the southern part, so like off Smoky Park Highway, basically that southern part that if you kept going it would take you to the Parkway ultimately. And there is part of Candler that goes like north of Interstate 40. I don't think I'm really going to film much of that today. It's going to be a lot of similar homes, a little bit more kind of suburban and like traditional neighborhoods with smaller lots, like quarter acre lots and things like that. I thought it was about time that I showed you guys Candler because I've done a bunch of other exploring videos in the past, but never of this area. The next stop is going to be the second home that we're going to be touring, which is 29 Beverly Grove Lane in Candler. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home, right around 2,000 square feet, built in 2013, and it's on 1 acre. This one is listed at $499. Part of the reason that we're looking at properties today is we're kind of trying to get a feel for where we actually want to live as well. We thought it might make sense to tour a couple homes and just kind of see what we think. I'm already very familiar with this area, just from having done real estate here for years. You know, I'm always looking at it from my client's perspective and not really my own, so it's interesting to go out and just look at it from my perspective and what I might think. Let me close this for a minute. Right near Sardis Road, so it's a little bit loud. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to be showing everything that Candler has to offer. There's also another very popular neighborhood called Biltmore Lake. That one is a more upscale neighborhood. Homes in there are going to be probably like 800 or 900,000 minimum. There's definitely some multi-million-dollar homes in there. Another thing that I do like about Candler is that it tends to be an open use area, as you could probably tell by a lot of the clips that I was showing. There's a decent amount of farmland. You can have horses, cows, chickens, pigs, goats, all of that sort of thing. Consequently with that, you do have some properties where they're junkier and clearly hoarder situations. So of course you do have, you know, the good with the bad, as with anything. But I know for me personally, I'm not an HOA kind of person. I'd rather not deal with that. So I do appreciate that about Candler. After we tour that home, we'll drive around a little bit more and then probably grab some lunch somewhere. Not exactly sure where just yet. As I mentioned earlier, there's not really a walkable area, which is why a lot of the content today is just filmed in the car, and that's why I wanted to take you in a couple homes too. I have helped a couple people purchase homes in this area. One is actually very close to the second home that we're going to be touring, and they love their house so much. They have a little bit of a mountain view. They're still close to everything while feeling a little bit more removed from town. They love it. I helped someone else purchase a home, also pretty close to town. Oh, and then I just had a listing actually. Some friends listed their property in November in the Candler area. So if you guys have any questions on the Candler area too, feel free to leave me a comment down below. I'm gonna try to share as much info as I can in this video, but of course it can't be totally all encompassing. So I think that's it for now. So I'm gonna look at a place for lunch and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Alright, at Beverly Grove Lane now. This is the view from the end of the driveway. It's really nice and quite private since it's at the end of the road. That's your closest neighbor in the front, and they own like 2.6 acres, so they own actually all that grassy area. They have a nice sized front deck here. I will say I definitely like that. I did already walk through this one a little bit to kind of get a preview, and this one's definitely in better condition than that first house that we toured. And less money, because this one's only $499, whereas the other was $534, I believe. My one downside, I would say, with this home is the living room is pretty tiny, because you have this opening here for your kitchen and dining room. And I also feel like the island placement is a bit odd. It's not totally unworkable, but it is a bit weird with a kind of catty corner like that. So back through here, I love this bedroom a lot. This is your master bedroom. Just a typical size closet, not a walk-in, but I just love the amount of natural light, and it looks out onto your backyard. In the photos online, I didn't notice that the yard was this steep. I don't think they actually had a photo. It's not that it's, I mean, there is flat yard as you could see, but there is a steeper portion. So even though this home is on an acre, it doesn't really feel like an acre. Like that other home definitely felt like an acre, but this one doesn't as much. But nice bathroom, double sink, window, you got your, not a jacuzzi tub per se, but it's definitely big enough to be one. Your shower, so nice little ensuite bathroom. You have your laundry room here, your garage. Huge. It's a little half bath. And upstairs, you do have a little coat closet here off this stairway. And then this way, you have your other bedrooms. The layout here is a bit funky because this way makes sense. This is one of your bedrooms. I do like the amount of natural light. You do have a full bathroom here. You could even make it a double sink if you wanted. What I would do up here is add some skylights here. I know some people hate skylights because sometimes they leak, but honestly, I'd rather just deal with repairing them and have a lot more natural light, but that's just me. And then this way is another bedroom. Nice bit of natural light in this one. And this one looks out onto the mountains. Look at that view. And then the weird thing about this, so this is the hallway where I just came from. But then there's this huge extra room. This bonus room. I personally would probably use this as an office and also workout space. And I was thinking, like, I've always wanted a bench seat. I could definitely add some like cushions here and maybe do some like built-in bookshelves. So that was my very brief tour of this home. Just wanted to give you kind of a rough idea of what you can get for right around $500,000 in the Candler area. This one is significantly closer to town. This was only, I think, like 5 minutes or less to Sardis Road, which is right by Smoky Park Highway. It's basically where the Ingalls is located, and I did hear a rumor that there might be a Costco coming to the Asheville area, and that might be right near that intersection too. So good to know if you are considering the Candler area, but let's head outside. I want to show you a little bit there too. So this is the view from your front door. It's a bit windy today. I know it's an acre, but it just doesn't feel like as much of one because you do have property that goes up into the trees, or the property line goes up in there. You do have this flat yard space, but it's not super big. You got your little well. I think it's so cute when people do this for their well head. There is a little back patio here. That door there goes to your garage. That's about all that I'm going to show you for this property. We're going to drive a little bit more around Candler, just a few of the other like side streets, and then we're going to head to lunch. Well, that wraps it up for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one and got a feel for what the Candler area is like. If there are any questions that you have that maybe I didn't cover in this video, or if maybe there was something that you hoped I did film and didn't, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I'll do another Candler video, part 2. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon in the next one.